My name is Caroline Devno, and I'm a student athlete here at VCU, where I'm on the women's lacrosse team. I got to research for my project how social media is affecting student athletes, and I found a pretty good amount of research that shows that social media does help student athletes if it is put in a beneficial way. I got to sit down with Associate Athletic Director Matt Stauffer, Head Women's Coach Lacrosse Coach Jenna Bryan, and our lacrosse captain Sky Hyatt to see what their inputs were on social media.
Okay, how many years have I been at VCU? Well, shockingly, it was 35 years this fall, which, is hard for me to even comprehend sometimes, but very proud of that. When did I start seeing social media being used to promote athletics? Not quickly. Probably the late 2000s was when VCU probably got more in line with what other schools were doing, because that's normally how things work. Like if you're not doing it, somewhere else is. So and then you get behind. So I wouldn't say we were a trailblazer in utilizing social media, but when it became clear that was the trend, we jumped on board pretty quickly. How do I think it changed up the years? Well, clearly more options. I mean, there's so many platforms now, and every day it seems like there's another one I never heard of that's out there and available. And again, if another competitor is using that platform, then it's incumbent upon us to try to get on that same path as well. I think in terms of, again, not necessarily changed, but in terms of utilization, the numbers are staggering, and it also serves as a good indicator as to how many hits you're getting on your website or your Twitter and all that stuff. But clearly we have folks in the department that are very dedicated to making our social media the best it can be. So kudos to them, because most of us would be very challenged to do that well. Biggest benefits, exposure. I think there's the opportunity for people to find out about VCU very quickly, accurately. It gives you an opportunity to portray your university and department and highlight the highlights, and make that be the first piece of information, video, pictures that someone gets. So their snapshot picture of VCU you can control, which there's some value in that in terms of that first impression. I did want to mention when Facebook first quote unquote hit the scene, and it was like the administration, we didn't know what to do with it, because we knew this thing was out there, but no one really had a handle on it. And we were asked to open an account, and I was very resistant, because I was like, this is a weird thing, it's not my skill set, what would I use it for? And so I probably dragged my feet more than most. And then my direct supervisor said, well, you need to open an account, because we're going to monitor what our kids are doing. And that made me very uncomfortable, and I never agreed to that. Now that's sort of in place outside of my control, but and I support it, because it keeps you guys safe too. But those early days, it was like this thing out there that what are we going to do with it, and can it help us or hurt us? And but in terms of that freedom of expression and communication, it was important. I felt that we didn't really structure that or have such hands-on. That just wasn't in my skill set. So that's my take.
Hi, my name is Jenna Bryan. I'm the head coach of VCU Women's Lacrosse. Our program is represented on social media through Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. Our coaches and communication staff run our communication and our social media sites. We believe that through social media we can showcase our program. We're a new program, so it's important to get ourselves out there and spread the word about VCU Lacrosse. We have a really unique, crazy bunch of Rams, and we love showing how fun and goofy they can be. We also think it's a really great way to recruit prospective student athletes. So our recruits who are in the high school age, they're really involved and active on social media, so it's important to stay current and make sure that they know how amazing our program is and what makes our program unique. And we think it's, again, a beneficial way to just spread the word about not only our program but our athletic department. We really have a tremendous group of teams and student athletes here, and we like to just really showcase everything we do in Richmond.
Hi, Hyatt, and I'm one of the captains for the VCU lacrosse team here. I'm a junior, and some of the social media sites I use are Snapchat, Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. I use these sites to really promote our team and our games and get people interested in games that we have going on, events that we're doing around our community, and awards that we might win. I even use it for prospective recruits coming in to see the types of stuff we're doing and people who could be interested in our program. A lot of things I do as a captain to help raise awareness or monitor our team is I check our team's social media quite often to make sure that nothing bad could be shown about our reputation or as an individual. I make sure that our team is shown in a very positive way, that as the positive people we are, and a respectable way.